Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at Reincarnated, and we're going to be doing an item showcase on the new Lucky Block event. So let's jump into it. So ignoring the fact that I am a literal fairy with a 2/2/1 and a LeBron James fairy as well, we're just gonna, you know, okay, I'm gonna get into this item review, and I'm also going to tell you about how the event works as well. So, we've got 2 sacreds in this event, so these 2 here. We've got 3 collectibles and 1 conveyor. Obviously we've got the summertime stuff which comes in our crates here as well. I mentioned this in the last video to do with the retro event, which is still on, by the way. You can still get this during this event. And a big update coming soon, so obviously this isn't going to last very long. I don't know how long that'll be for, but yeah. So, what do these do? So this one is 8.5 times, which is pretty damn good. It only changes your ores to pink. And, well, it makes you a fairy and puts a little something special on your shoulder. So, moving on to the next one, we have the Cloudy with a Chance of Anvils, which is 6 times, and every time an ore passes through, there's a 10% chance that you're squashed by an anvil, empowering the upgrader to give an extra bonus to your ores. Gives the 1.072 multiplier every successful squash, up to 2 times a 10 successful squashes. So as an ore goes through, you'll randomly get bonked on the head by an anvil, and obviously that contributes to the success and power of this upgrader. Now, we have a new portable, which is very cool. The only thing I'm a little bit curious about is this is called Gone Atomic, and it has a nuclear bomb, right? Obviously it does 3 times, and it does nothing other than give you 3 times, which I'm not complaining about, by the way. But with it being Gone Atomic, I thought that this upgrader would give some sort of radioactive effect, if not overload. But that's just me. I'm not complaining. I'll take a free portable that does nothing. Now we've got Happy Go Lucky, which is probably the most common of all of these, other than the conveyor. And we've got applies random multiplier to your ore between divided by 1.333 or times by 3. So yeah, so basically it's kind of useless, really. I wouldn't really use this in my setup if I was you. But yeah, that's just me. Now we do have the unlucky block, which is a pretty cool looking item. Now when we open it, it does have 3 times. It's only got 1 use limit. Applies a random multiplier to your ore between 1 times and 2 times. Destroy chance has a 15% chance of destroying your ores, which is fair enough. I mean, it's not that big of a chance, and as well as that, it's also got a decent chance to, upgrade your ore more than it actually does on the base value. And then finally, we have the conveyor. Now, this conveyor is just a conveyor, and it does nothing other than move your ores a little bit quicker. Now, obviously, this one is probably the slowest one that I've seen, because a lot of the other conveyors, if I literally look up, a lot of these other ones do like 60, 120, 118, and then 19. So it's a little slow. It's a little bit slow. Now, obviously, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but obviously we've got, like I said before, the the summer updates, and again, these are the retro items that you can get at the same time. And I did mention in my last video how to get this, so obviously if you didn't know and you haven't watched that video, make sure you go check it out. It is the retro item showcase that I did that in. And yeah, so now that that's all the items out of the way, let's explain how this event works. So basically how this works. There's 2 different types of crates that will drop all around you. Obviously there's the normal boxes that drop, but there is also the lucky blocks that look like this. And then there's also the purple ones that look a little bit similar to this, but they have a little bit of a more texture to it. Obviously there's none spawned in right now, so I'm a little bit dry and high and dry here, but like when they do spawn in, I'll swap to that. So this is box number 1. This is the golden block. This is kind of like the most common one that you'll find. And this can do a range of things, giving you Cosmite, Reincarnates, Retro tokens. So if you don't know what they are, that's Cosmite, that's not Retro tokens, that's Reincarnates, and then this is Retro tokens. It can also give you boxes, I'm pretty sure as well, but like basic boxes and things. But it can also do different things that are quite funny. It can give you a whole new body. Oh look, another one just in case this one doesn't work. Ah, there we go. Let's see what this one does. Hopefully it doesn't make me mini. It didn't give me anything. It just gave me Cosmite and some retro tokens. So yeah, as you can see, they are quite useful. Obviously, I would recommend picking up as many as possible because it would help contribute towards your retro tokens. So if you don't have the retro tokens event, you can always go into here, into the exchange, and down here you can spend 2,500 retro tokens if you have, or raw coins. Sorry. If you have enough, obviously if you have spare, you can change it for a reincarnated lucky block, which then means you have a higher chance of getting the sacred items and things like that from them. Now, I will obviously show that in a minute, but I'm going to show the purple one next. Welcome to the Minus Haven cosplay event in Reincarnated. Obviously, I hope you enjoy my cosplay. Make sure you guys like take some pictures and captions and all that stuff. Be pretty appreciated if you'd share me on Twitter and everything. I've now changed my cosplay to the Cosmite toilet with a cloud of anvils. Any second now. Would it be appreciated? No? Alright, cool. Changed my cosplay again. Oh, anvil! Alright, so this one right here is your purple box. Obviously, as you can see, it's very purple with a little ring around it. It's not really a ring, but it's kind of a ring shape. But anvil. Okay, anyway, so yeah, this thing can basically do the same thing as the other box, but it gives you a little bit better drops. And I believe it can give some items too. So we're going to see what we get. What do we get out of this? Nah, it just gives a little bit better drops. A little bit better than the other ones. But yeah, we're going to go on to the reincarnated ones now. Alright, so once you reincarnate, every now and then you will be received with one of these boxes. Now one of these boxes has higher chances of dropping better loot for one, and higher the raw coins. As well as that, they can drop Cosmite and also the items for the event. So let's open it and see what we get. Okay, well I got reincarnates and raw coins here, but obviously you might get something different. I'll try a couple more times and then we'll see what we get and see if we get an item. Oh my god, I'm so fast. What the hell? Alright, so number 2. So we get. Yeah, just nothing good. Alright, last one. What's gonna be? Just some raw coins. Right. So anyways, yeah, that is pretty much all of the boxes. The only one that I kind of showed you to me being way far away from Ascension is the Ascension crate. So whenever you ascend, if you are able to ascend, you will get given a box that spawns somewhere on your base, like the reincarnated crate. Pick it up, and it has a higher chance to give you, again, better loot. So don't expect it to give you a set sacred item or anything like that. But its odds of giving you a sacred item, a collectible, or like higher loot are way more increased than every other box. So obviously when you open boxes and you see like, oh, this one's gonna be like poo and it's gonna give you this instead. Obviously Ascension crates are gonna be a lot better than that. But if I was you, if you want the best way to get this, and this is how I've done it, I didn't even spend any of these reincarnation tokens to do this. Or sorry, not even reincarnation tokens. Sorry, the raw coins into reincarnation lucky block. I didn't even do it. I just sat and reincarnated a bunch of times, including before I ascended recently. And obviously this allowed me to, you know, gather as many crates as possible in order to get, well, these new items. Because, I mean, they are very good, very, very good items. So, Obviously, while the event's on, make sure you grab them. And as well as that, please remember as well that the normal boxes and the raw coin tokens, grab them at all costs, because the more you can get, if you don't have a lot of these, and you have if you've collected all of these, you can always trade them in for this. Now, anyways, hope this video has helped. Obviously, I hope you guys have seen all of these items, and obviously remember, I don't know if this event is coming back or if it isn't, obviously because it's just a limited time event. So be prepared that these items could go and might never come back. So if you don't get them, you might never ever see them again. Obviously, unless they're on someone's base. So, anyways, this is Tiny Head here. Take care. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.